Hari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Jayo Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe Jayo Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe Jayo Radha Gopinath Radha Gopinath Radhe Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev Gurudev जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव। निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतोपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं स्वाग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं स्वाद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते स्वारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नष्टिकी। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुलङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरो दीनतारिणम्। We are studying from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter 15, text 47. तं त्वां विदाम भगवन् परमात्मतत्त्वम्। सत्त्वेन सम्प्रति रतिं रचयन्तमेषाम्। यत्ते nutāpa-viditair dṛḍha-bhakti-yogair। udgranthayo hṛdi vidur munayo virāgāḥ। तं tvām vidāma bhagavan paramatma-tattvam। sattvena samprati ratim racayantam eṣām। yatте nutāpa-viditair dṛḍha-bhakti-yogair। udgranthayo hṛdi vidur munayo virāgāḥ। तं tvām vidāma bhagavan paramatma-tattvam। sattvena samprati ratim racayantam eṣām। यत् yatte nutāpa-viditair dṛḍha-bhakti-yogair udgranthayo hṛdi vidur munayo virāgāḥ. Tena samprati ratim racayantam eṣām. nutāpa-viditair dṛḍha-bhakti-yogair udgranthayo hṛdi vidur munayo virāgāḥ. tam tvām vidāma bhagavan param ātma-tattvam sattvena samprati ratim racayantam eṣām. Yogair udgranthayo virāgāḥ. bhagavan eṣām yatte dṛḍha-bhakti-yogair vidur. Mataji's. tam tvām vidāma bhagavan param ātma-tattvam eṣām yatte nutāpa-viditair dṛḍha-bhakti-yogair udgranthayo hṛdi vidur munayo virāgāḥ. Word meanings: tam, him; tvām, you; vidāma, we know; bhagavan, or Supreme Personality of Godhead; param, the Supreme; ātma-tattvam, absolute truth; sattvena, by your form of pure goodness; samprati, now; ratim, love of God; racayantam, creating; eṣām, of all of them; yat, which; te, your; anutāpa, mercy; viditaiḥ, understood; dṛḍha, unflinching; bhakti-yogaiḥ, through devotional service; udgranthayaḥ, without attachment; free from material bondage; hṛdi, in the heart; vidur, understood; munayo, great sages; virāgāḥ, not interested in material life. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Chaitanya Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. We know that you are the Supreme Absolute Truth, the Personality of Godhead, who manifests His transcendental form in the uncontaminated mode of pure goodness. This transcendental, eternal form of your personality can be understood only by your mercy. Through unflinching devotional service by great sages whose hearts have been purified in the devotional way. Purport. The absolute truth can be understood in three features: impersonal Brahman, localized Paramatma, and Bhagavan. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, here it is Godhead. Okay, so here it is admitted that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the last word in understanding the absolute truth. Even though the four Kumaras were instructed by their great learned father, Brahma, they could not actually understand the absolute truth. They could only understand the Supreme Absolute Truth when they personally saw the Personality of Godhead with their own eyes. In other words, if one sees or understands the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the other two features of the Absolute Truth, namely impersonal Brahman and localized Paramatma, are also automatically understood. Therefore, the Kumaras confirm you are the ultimate Absolute Truth. The impersonalist may argue that since the Supreme Personality of Godhead was so nicely decorated, he was therefore not the Absolute Truth. But here it is confirmed that all the variegatedness of the Absolute Platform is constituted of Shuddha Sattva, pure goodness. In the material world, any quality, goodness, patience, or ignorance, is contaminated. Even the quality of goodness here in the material world is not free from tinges of patience and ignorance. But in the transcendental world, only pure goodness without any tinge of patience or ignorance exists. Therefore, the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his variegated pastimes and paraphernalia are all pure sattva guna. Such variegatedness in pure goodness is exhibited eternally by the Lord for the satisfaction of the devotee. The devotee does not want to see the Supreme Personality of Absolute Truth in voidness or impersonalism. In one sense, absolute transcendental variegatedness is meant only for devotees, not for others. Because this distinct feature of transcendental variegatedness can be understood only by the mercy of the Supreme Lord and not by mental speculation or the ascending process. It is said that one can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead when one is even slightly favored by him. Otherwise, without his mercy, a man may speculate for thousands of years and not understand what is actually the absolute truth. This mercy can be perceived by the devotee when he is completely freed from contamination. It is stated, therefore, that only when all contamination is rooted out and the devotee is completely detached from material attractions can he receive his mercy of the Lord. Shri Chaitanya Prabhum Vande Valapiyad Anugrahat Tarenna Namata Graho Vyaptam Siddhanta Sagaram. Hare Krishna. So, I pray to all the assembled devotees to kindly keep your blessings for me so that I can do this service of repeating the message of Srimad Bhagavatam, enlightened Srila Prabhupada and his parampara, whatever I heard, whatever I learned. So, wonderful verse and wonderful purport by Srila Prabhupada. Where we can see the four Kumaras, they are praying to the Supreme Lord and they are saying, the four Kumaras, those who are celebrated brahmachari, celebrated sons of Brahma, now they are praying to the Supreme Lord and they cursed the servants of the Supreme Lord, Jai and Vijay, devotees of Lord, and now they are saying the same thing, that without the mercy of the Supreme Lord, one cannot understand him. So Prabhupada comments various things here in this purport. First of all, he comments about the three features, Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. Badanti tattva-vidas tattvam yaj jnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavan iti shabdyate. So absolute truth is manifested in three features: Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. And so this is the first understanding we should have about soul, about Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. And because of this we can see different religions in this world, different beliefs in this world, religious beliefs. Some says God is impersonal, some says personal, different things. Some yogis meditate in super soul. So all these things are because of this. Those who says Bhagavan is impersonal, they are the Brahmavadis. Or some religious faith we can see, they say that God is formless. It's easy for them to say, and in one sense, yeah, it makes sense for them to say, because when you are a small kid, small child, you are taught basic education, ABCD. Then once you grow and go to higher class, then you learn more. Like when we learned in kindergarten about calculating maths, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, 2 minus 2 is equal to 0, and 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Like they would say, you have 4 mangoes and you give 2 mangoes to me. How many do you have? I have 2. But if you have 2 mangoes, if you give me 4 mangoes, how many? Oh no, how can I give you 4 mangoes? I have only 2 mangoes. So 2 minus 4 is equal to nothing. You can't subtract a bigger number from a smaller number. That's what we learned in KG school. But then when we grew up, when we came to higher class, then they taught us, okay, now you learn that 2 minus 4 equal to minus 2. I said, what? All these days we learned, all these years you are teaching us that you can't say 2 minus 4. But you are saying 2 minus 4 equals to minus 2. Yes, it's higher education. I remember when we were in class 5 or 6 that they introduced this. 2 minus 4 is equal to minus 2. Okay. So similarly here, in the beginning stage, Brahman, God is formless. Because to make them understand Krishna's form and variegated form, all these things is difficult. They are just kids, kindergarten students. So for them, okay, God is formless. There is no variegatedness, everything is formless, just oneness, that's all. Or impersonal thing. Light, effulgence, that's all. Then they progress in that transcendental path more and more, and of course, they can get that realization. Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. Then Prabhupada says further that Bhagavan realization automatically gives you the other two. The 4 Kumaras, they were learnt from Brahma, like taught by Brahma. They learned from Brahma, but still they couldn't realize the direct Bhagavan realization. When they saw the Lord, then they could realize Bhagavan realization. And that too, how? By smelling the fragrance of the tulsi offered at the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Tasyara vindanayana sapadara vinda kinjalka mishra tulasi makaranda vayu. When the fragrance of that tulsi was drawn and brought by the air, vayu, to their nostrils, then they realized Krishna. So yes, all these things like this garland we are wearing offered to the Lord, the tulsi, when we take Charanamrit, when there is arati and they offer the lamp and you bring and we take that blessings, everything, these are not meaningless. Everything has deep meaning. Everything, so it depends on our realization, depends on our faith, conviction. Sometimes, okay, fine. Yeah, how much faith and devotion we have. Yes, this lamp is offered to Krishna and we are receiving it, the blessings of Krishna. This tulsi, this Charanamrita is offered to Krishna, we are getting this tulsi. Yeah. Sometimes they give more tulsi, we feel like, okay, why did he give so much? I can take so much, I can throw it out, oh, why did he give it to me? But yes, just tulsi, that garland. Uddhav also prayed, Tvayopo Srishta Srigvasha Vasalankara Charchitaha Uchishta Bhojino Dasat Tavamayam Jayemahi. That we, your servants, we will conquer this Maya by receiving your remnants, by receiving your mercy in the form of this garland, your remnant, tulsi, everything. So all these things are really, really important. Sometimes people ask questions, those specifically those like In some families, husband is not devotee or wife is not devotee, parents are not devotee, what to do? So what can be done? One thing we say is pray for them, try to talk to them, pray to them, you behave nicely, so that by seeing you, they become more attracted to you, that okay, you are behaving nicely, gently, and you try as much as possible try to give them tulsi offered to Krishna, you give to them, give them charanamrit, you come to temple and take some garland, take some flower and go and give to them, give them some prasadam. If they don't take it directly, add the charanamrit in some juice and give them some juice. So and have faith. All these things changes their mind and they become more respectful, more pious, and then gradually they come and it works. So yeah, devotees have all these beautiful things, like we have the festivals, Rathayatra and Snana Yatra, beautiful, like decorating the Lord. We enjoy, the Lord is there, we take darshan of the Lord, beautifully decorate them. Chandan Yatra, beautiful pastimes. But these poor impersonalists, they miss all this. They don't have any form, so like just meditate on the light, that's all. They miss all this fun part of transcendental reality. They just only get the harsh and bitter part of transcendental reality. Just sit and close your eyes and meditate on light, some light, that's all. How do you do that? Just imagine about us, like if we would join some impersonalist group, we would be told like meditate on some light. What would we do? And you don't have deity, you don't have Rathayatra, you don't have Darshanarati, don't Mangalarati, and you don't have all these things. So what do you get in Krishna consciousness? So they are missing all these things. And they have a foolish argument. Prabhupada is saying they have a foolish argument. What's the argument? So Prabhupada is saying that the impersonalists may argue that since the Supreme Personality of Godhead was so nicely decorated, he was therefore not the absolute truth. Just because he was decorated. Just because he was decorated. So, yeah, that's a real reality. Point is, in Hindi there is a proverb, they say it, like दूध का ज्वाला छाछ को फूक फूक के पीता है. Like a cat has come and there was a milk, hot, boiling milk. So cat wanted to drink that milk, but his mouth was burnt. So he got a bitter experience of burning his mouth. So next time, when he saw even buttermilk, cold buttermilk, he was fearful. Okay, no, I don't want to get that. He thought, oh, this might be hot. So same thing, like in this material world also, we have the experience of hypocrisy, ulterior motives, and all kind of things. So when someone behaves with us nicely, we have doubt. Why is he behaving so nicely with me? Maybe he has something. How come you're so nice? How come you're so nice? Must be something wrong. He's talking so nicely, politely, sweetly. Maybe something wrong with him. Why he's not harsh? Why he's not angry? Why doesn't he has ego? Something is wrong in the picture. Because we have experienced this only in this world. So same thing with the impersonalist. They have experienced miseries of this world, and they think that all these miseries, sufferings are due to variegatedness. Because they are variegated, their forms, names, varieties. That's why there are problems. So what's the solution? That in transcendental reality there should not be any variegated. Everything should be one. Everybody has same name. Nobody has different names here. Everybody has same name, same form. Nobody looks differently. Everybody looks the same. Everybody should look the same. Everybody should have the same name. How does that work? They think in spiritual reality it's like that. It should be like the no form, no names, no variety. Everything is same. Okay, so they are in that. We should feel empathy or pity for them. So how does Prabhupada refute it? In the next line he says that, but here it is confirmed that all the variegatedness of the absolute platform is constitute of Shuddha Sattva, of pure goodness. Yeah, God has form. This is transcendental reality, and there are variegatedness. Krishna, he reciprocates with devotees in different rasas. All different things are there. So we also think like that. We have duality here. We have difference of opinions. in this material world. So in spiritual world, there should not be difference of opinions. We also think, being a devotee, you think like that. Everything should be the same thing. No. In transcendental reality also, like we see acharyas. Even 4 acharyas came, 4 sampradayas came. There are, ultimately, everything came from Krishna, but apparently we see that there are differences, opinions. Acharya's commentaries also we can see, one acharya saying like this, another acharya saying like that. So we understand that there are different opinions. Krishna is unlimited, so the tattva of Krishna, tattva is also unlimited. So Krishna can reveal different angles, different perspectives to different acharyas at different times. Everything is true. Sometimes you see acharyas, one simple thing, they will explain it differently. Like in Ramayana you see, when Ravana came to Ashok Vatika to meet Sita, Sita was already kidnapped and Sita was there, and Ravana came to propose his illegal proposal to her. Then what she did, she took a kusha grass and threw at him. So why did she threw the kusha grass? Acharyas gave 27 explanations, 27 different meanings. Why did Sita threw that kusha grass? Different things. When Putana came to kill Krishna by giving him that best milk poison mixed in breast milk, Krishna closed his eyes. Why did he close his eyes? Acharyas gave different meanings. Different acharyas said different things. So that's beautiful, beauty. Like in first canto of Bhagavatam, chapter 3, you see 22 incarnations of Krishna is mentioned there. So one was Matsya Avatara. So in the purport, Prabhupada says that, I think something, he said that Srila Sridhar Swami says that this annihilation doesn't happen after each manvantara. Like if after at the end of manvantara, it doesn't happen all the time. But Srila Jiva Goswami and Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur quotes from this Purana and they says that, yeah, it happens. I might have missed the other way, maybe Sridhar Swami says it doesn't happen, something like that, but like that, 2 different things. Sridhar Swami says one thing, but Jiva Goswami and Vishwanath Chakravarti quotes from other Shastra and says yes. Just these 2 lines and the purport is done. Prabhupada doesn't clarify, okay, who is correct, who is wrong. So both are correct. Both are correct. He says like this, in Bhagavad Gita also you see, chapter 1 of Bhagavad Gita, 1.28-29. In text 28-29, Arjuna says that, oh, I don't want to fight, I feel compassion by seeing my family members and all. So in text 28, Prabhupada said, oh, Arjuna is pure devotee, such compassion. Kripa is a quality of pure devotee. Kripalu akrita droha. Yeah. And one who is a pure devotee, he gets all the divine qualities. Yasyasti bhakti bhagavatya kinchana sarvei gunaistatra samasute sura. He gets all the divine qualities, one who is a devotee. So Prabhupada glorifies Arjuna as a pure devotee because he is showing compassion. And in next text, in text 29, Prabhupada says, oh, why is Arjuna showing this compassion? This is due to bodily consciousness, bodily identification. Dehatma-buddhi, Arjuna is fearful. Same Prabhupada, in first text 28, he is saying he is pure devotee. Next text, he is saying his bodily consciousness he is having. Yeah, both angles are correct. Both the things are, yeah, it has purpose. So that's the thing we need to understand. Variegatedness in spiritual, even highest Radharani and her gopis, then Chandravali is there, groupisms are there. So that's what Prabhupada said, that your love for me will be shown by how you cooperate with each other after I am gone, after I am not there. So Prabhupada didn't say that your love for me will be shown by how you agree with each other when I am not there. So Prabhupada didn't say you have to agree with each other. Prabhupada said you have to cooperate with each other. The word agreement means if I say sun rises on the west, you all have to agree it. Yes, that's all. Whatever I say, you have to agree. Yes, that's agreement. We agree to same thing. Yes, we agree in the philosophy. So that's Mayavad, that's impersonal law. Everybody has to agree on same thing. But no, the word cooperation means the fact that the word cooperation exists in dictionary, it means there will be difference of opinions. Even if we have different opinions, still we cooperate. And just because we have different opinions, it's not necessary that we both are wrong or some of us has to be wrong. Maybe we both are correct. Now there is Rath program and we both are given a service to decorate the Rath of Jagannath. And you say, let's put roses, red roses. And I say, no, let's put lotuses. You say rose, I say lotus, you say rose. Who is correct? Both wants to decorate Jagannath, his chariot. Both wants to see Jagannath looks beautiful in the Rath. But you have likings of rose, I like lotus. Not that some of us is wrong, both are correct. So, okay, let's cooperate. Maybe half rose, half lotuses. Something like that. So, yeah, that's one thing. Sometimes we think, oh, devotees, they have disputes or different opinions. That means something wrong here. No, it should not be. Yeah, but of course, philosophically, we should not disagree whatever Prabhupada says. We agree to it and we should accept it. Whatever the teachings of Srila Prabhupada, we cannot say, I disagree with Prabhupada and still I follow Prabhupada. It cannot happen. Okay, and then Prabhupada also says that only devotees can relish Vaikuntha. Only devotees can relish such variegatedness. Non-devotees, they miss all this. They miss the fun part. They miss. So there was like in Lilamrita, we see there was one devotee. In those days, Prabhupada would himself sit and he would oversee devotees having prasadam. And he would tell devotees, okay, give him more, give this more. So one devotee was sitting, like devotees sat for prasadam. So then they brought sweet rice. So then one devotee said, no, I don't want sweet rice. So Prabhupada said, why don't you take it? Take sweet rice, take more. But he said, no, Prabhupada, no. He said, why are you not taking? You like sweet rice. He said, Prabhupada, I think that spiritual life surrender means I have to surrender what I like. So I like sweet rice very much. So I have decided that from today onwards I will not take sweet rice. Prabhupada said, this is not surrender. That, oh, just I don't take sweet rice. No. Prasadam has come, you take it. But of course you don't want a whole big plate of sweet rice. That you are desperate, I want sweet rice. That is one extreme. And the extreme, oh, I don't take sweet rice at all. Like the Mayavadis, neti. No, negating everything. No, prasadam is there, we take it, we enjoy, relish it. But at the same time, no, we have to control our tongue. Bhalo na khaibe, bhalo na puribe. We have to be cautious that have Mahaprasad, have that faith, respect, but not that I am desperate, I am searching for what is sweet rice. Where did they hide it? Not that way. And then Prabhupada says, the last few sentences are very important. I thought of discussing something about that, but then okay. Only by His mercy, Prabhupada is saying, that only by His mercy, without one can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead when one is slightly favored by Him. Even slightly favored by Him. Otherwise, without His mercy, a man may speculate for thousands of years and not understand what is actually absolute truth. Mercy. And then Prabhupada last line also he said that only when all contamination is rooted out of and the devotee is completely detached from the material attractions can he receive this mercy of the Lord. So this is the prerequisite to receive that mercy. We need to be freed from all material attractions. Now that is the most difficult part. All material attractions. We are attached to eating, sleeping, having nice clothes, nice house and all the sense gratifications. And even if someone can reject them, even if someone can get above them, still even fame, prestige, these things are there, ego is there, my opinion is there. Even to such extent people are, okay, I am a guru, I have my disciples, that mood also one needs to give up. I am the preacher, I preached, I brought this devotee to Krishna consciousness. My devotee that's there. I will do bhakti, I will do sadhana. This is my place to chant every day. You should not sit in this place. That's also there. Once I heard His Holiness Sachinandan Maharaj was sharing one thing. That I think he went to Puri And then there was one panda, his panda was discussing with him. This panda came to him and panda asked Maharaj that what is your realization after all these years of doing bhakti, yoga or practicing your spirituality? What is the realization? The Maharaj shared this thing. And then this panda was sharing that I do that, I go to, whenever I meet some sadhus, I go and ask them, what's the realization? What have they realized after all their practice and all? So then he said one interesting story that he met with one, he went to once like Himalayas once, and he had one of his assistant with him, that panda. He had an assistant and he went to Himalayan pilgrimage, all this like Haridwar and Kedarnath, all these places. In different places he went. So he once went to one cave. There was one sadhu who was sitting and he was doing his meditation, tapasya. And many people visited, passed by, and they gave donations and lots of money and all these things were there. He didn't touch them. They were like lying there. He just owed his kopin, or even not that, he was just sitting and doing meditation. Renowned sadhu living in the cave. So that panda, he waited for some time for the sadhu to like come out of his meditation to ask him something. So after some time when he came out of meditation, then the sadhu looked at them and this panda said that, okay, I have a question. He said, okay, let me go out and do my like nature's call and other thing, let me you wait there. So once he went out, so this panda told his assistant, go and sit on his asana. On the asana where the sadhu was, that person who was doing his meditation, go and sit on that asana. So this assistant, no, how can I sit on his asana? No. He said, no, you go and sit, I am there to protect you, don't worry. So on his word, like the assistant went and sat on his asana. So when the sadhu, that yogi, he came, dhyani, as soon as he saw that person sitting on the, he was so angry, he said, how come, how dare you sit on my asana? I will curse you, how dare you, don't you think that you should not sit on someone else's dhyanasana? How come you are doing that? So then the panda said, okay, please specify, please be specified. Okay, please forgive him. I have told him to do so. Why? Why did you, sir? Okay, I'll tell you why. Just let me, please calm down. Okay, you come down. You come down from the asana. Then he said that, actually I wanted to see that you are a sadhu, you are a renounced sage. You gave up whole world, everything. You are not wearing clothes. Everything, you are sitting in the cave. But just because the person sat on your asana and you are so angry, why is that so? Then when he said that sadhu, that person looked at him. Immediately his mood changed. He thought for a while and he said, you are correct. You are correct what you said. I have given up whole world, everything. Renounced samsara, familiar everything, but I am attached to that place of doing my tapasya. I should not be doing like that. So that's there. Okay, so I wanted to discuss or read something regarding this or related to this, a section from Chaitanya Charitamrita, where it says this hymn that Ishwarero kripalesh hoyache jahare sei se ishwar tattva bujhibare pare. One who has received even a small iota of mercy of the Lord, kripalesha, the slight mercy of the Lord, only he can understand Krishna. So that's the section from Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, conversation between two brother-in-laws. Who are two brother-in-laws? Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and his brother-in-law, Gopinath Acharya. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Puri, then Nityananda Prabhu went all the way behind. Mahaprabhu went and he saw Jagannath and he was in ecstatic trance and he got fainted. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya told the Pandas that, okay, hold him, bring him to my house. And then Gopinath Acharya was there. So then Nityananda Prabhu and devotees came, Mukunda and all were there. And there was discussion. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said that he is a young sannyasi. How will he keep up his vow of sannyas? So he needs to study Vedanta. So I can teach him Vedanta. And look, and I can see that his name is Shri Krishna Chaitanya and he took sannyas from Keshav Bharati. So there is Dashanami sannyasa. Sannyas, there are 10 types of sannyasis, 10 names. There is also gradation, hierarchy. Who is higher, who is lower. So Bharati is a low grade sannyasi. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he was a guru of Mayavadis, and these are Mayavadi sannyasi. He said, okay, I can teach him Vedanta and I can upgrade him from a low grade sannyasi to high grade sannyasi. I can do that. So by hearing that, Gopinath Acharya was really hurt. He was deeply pained by hearing that. That what are you saying? So yeah, let's read something, whatever time we have, some 10 minutes. Shuni Gopinath Mukunda duhe dukhi hoila Gopinath Acharya kichu kohite lagila. Mukunda and Gopinath both heard it, such words of Sarvabhauma, and they both became unhappy, and they started to say, Gopinath started to say, Bhattacharya tumi har najano mohima Bhagavatta lakkhonero ihate shima. Oh Bhattacharya, both are brother-in-laws, they have a joking relation also. Bhattacharya, what are you saying? You don't know the extent of his glories. Bhagavatta lakkhone ihate shima. He is the ultimate conclusion of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Tahate bikhato iho paramo ishwar aggasthane kichu nohe biggero gochor. And then everybody knows that he is celebrated as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bikyato. Aggasthane kichu nohe biggero gochor. And but those who are foolish, ignorant, they cannot understand this deep confidential truth. Shishyagono kohe Ishwar, koho kon pramane, Acharya kohe Bigyo mot, Ishwara lakhone. Then the disciples, the students of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya asked question to Gopinath Acharya. How come you are saying him is God? What is the proof that he is God? Give us the proof. Then Acharya kohe Bigyo mot Ishwara lakhone. That all the expert transcendentalists, they accept the Supreme Lord by seeing the symptoms. Ishwara Lakshan. You see the Lakshan? Shishya kohe Ishwar tattva sadhi anumane, Acharya kohe anumane, nohe Ishwar jnane. That is, the student said that Ishwar tattva you can realize through anuman. Inference. Anuman, okay. Maybe Krishna is like that, maybe God is like that. Anuman. But Anuman is not, we know that Anuman is not correct. Now all of you have come to temple, you have left your dear shoes outside the shoe stand. Now when you go out of temple and you see that your shoe is missing. Your shoe is missing. You might have bought your shoe yesterday, now it's new shoe from Bata or whatever. But you see your shoes are missing. And you see that I am wearing that shoe. How do you feel? Oh, maybe this is my shoe. Maybe this person has taken my shoe. This is Anuman. Oh, this is my shoe. But then, yeah, this could be like, you are wrong. It could be wrong. That no, it's my shoe. I have also bought a similar shoe. I am wearing the similar design of shoe. But when you are looking that your shoe is missing and you are seeing that type of shoe on my feet, oh, it's my shoe. Anuman is always wrong, or most of the time it's wrong. Sometimes it might be correct by fluke. Anuman praman nohe Ishwar tattva jnane, kripa vina Ishware re keho nahi jane. So by Anuman praman you cannot understand Ishwara jnana, Ishwar tattva jnana. Without the mercy of the Lord and his devotees, you cannot understand Ishwara. Then he said, ঈশ্বরের কৃপালেশ হয়তো যাহারে সেই তো ঈশ্বর তত্ত্ব জানিবারে পারে। ঈশ্বরেরও কৃপালেশ হয়তো যাহারে, কৃপালেশ, even one gets lesh, even a slight mercy of the Supreme Lord, only he can understand Ishwar tattva. Without mercy you cannot understand Ishwara. Then he quotes the famous verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, quoted by Brahma. अथापि ते देव पदाम्बुजद्वय प्रसादलेशानुगृहीत एव हि जानाति तत्त्वं भगवान् महिम्नो न चान्य एकोऽपि चिरं विचिन्वन्। अथापि ते देव पदाम्बुजद्वय प्रसादलेशानु anulesha, one who receives that prasadalesha, that blessings of the Supreme Lord only he can understand a bit. That too also to small extent. One who is not blessed by the Lord and his devotees, he cannot understand the Lord even if he is studying the Vedas for birth after birth after birth. Nachanya ekopi chiram vichinvan. Whole life he might read Vedas, he will still not understand all these difficult tattvas. Atha Shri Krishna navadi na bhaved grahyam indriye seven mukhe jihvado swayam eva spuratu. Do service and get devotees' blessings, that only you can get. Jagdapi jagad guru tumi shastra gyanavan prithivite nahi pandit tumaro shaman ishwarer kripalesh nahi ko tumate atoevo ishwar tattva naparo janite. So he is saying that even if you are Jagat Guru, Mayavadis are called Gurus are Jagat Guru. Even if you are Jagat Guru and you know the Shastra and there is no other, you are unparalleled scholar in all over the world. No scholar can match with your scholarship. Still, you haven't received even that iota of blessings of the Supreme Lord. Ishwarero kripalesh nahi ko tumate. You are devoid of blessings of the Supreme Lord. So, Gopinacharya's brother-in-law, he could say this on the face of Sarvamra. You haven't got it. That's why you don't know anything about Ishwar Tattva. Tumar nahi ko dosh shastra ei kohe panditadya Ishwar Tattva gyan ko bhuno he. You are not, I don't blame you for that. Even in Shastra only it's described that, it's established that those who are scholars, they cannot understand Krishna just by their mere scholarships. Nayam atma pravachanena labhya na medhaya na bahuna shrutena yame vaisha prinute tena labhyas tasesha atma bibrinute tanum swam. You might be a great scholar, you might have great your knowledge or intelligence, brilliance, but still you cannot understand unless you are chosen. You have to be the chosen one. Sarvabhauma kohe acharya koho sabodhane tumate ishwaro kripa. Ithe ki pramane. Acharya, be careful, watch out your words, watch out your tongue. What are you saying? You are saying that I haven't received the blessings of Ishwara. How come you are claiming that you have received the blessings of Ishwara? What's the proof that you are blessed by Ishwara? What's the proof? Acharya kohe bostu vishaye hoy bostu gyan bostu tattva gyan hoy kripate praman. Then Acharya replied that how do you see the proof that one who is blessed by the Lord, one who can understand the Lord, this knowledge of the Supreme Lord is itself the proof that one is blessed by Krishna. So we have come to Krishna consciousness. We are fortunate. We have known that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. We know the story that Prabhupada was there with the scholars. He asked them, who is God? They were speculating, oh, this Shastra said that, that Shastra said that. And there was one devotee kid playing. His name was Gopal. Gopal, come here. Who is God? Do you want this laddu? He said, yes, Prabhupada. Tell me who is God. Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, take this laddu and play. So Prabhupada said, in our movement, even a small kid also know that who is God. So we are so fortunate that we came to Krishna consciousness. We know Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Ishvara, Parama, Krishna, all these shlokas we can quote, and we know that. Of course, to what extent we have realized it, that's different. Vijnana is different, but at least we have the jnana. We can quote Shastra, we can quote shlokas, we can tell anyone that Krishna is Supreme Lord, and all. Krishna is the Bhagavan Swayam. So that itself is the proof that we all are blessed by Prabhupada, by the Acharyas, by the disciplic succession. Otherwise, it's not that easy to accept the fact, just to accept that, yes, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Eṣām sakala pumsa Krishna su Bhagavan Swayam. Even demigods and all are servants of Krishna. To accept that reality itself is a great blessings. Okay, goes on. Ihar sharire sob ishwara lakhon মহাপ্রেমা বেশ তুমি পাইয়াছ দর্শন তবু তো ঈশ্বর জ্ঞান না হয় তোমার ঈশ্বরের মায়া এই বলি ব্যবহার. Okay, so you have seen all the symptoms of the Supreme Lord in his body. You have seen it. You are scholar of Shastra, you know Samudrik Shastra and all these things where all the symptoms of a great soul, symptoms of the Supreme Lord, everything is mentioned. You can see all these things. You are not a foolish person. Still you are not able to understand, recognize Him as an Ishvara. So that's what the proof that you are devoid of His blessings. It's like that, the conversation goes and goes and goes, but then he became a bit agitated, Gopinath Acharya. Then Sarvabhauma said, okay, Acharya, don't be agitated. Ishta goshti vichar kori na kori ho roj. Don't be angry. Okay, be calm down. Shastra drishtya kohi kichu na loi ho dosh. Okay, yeah. We are just discussing Shastra. Then went ahead, whole conversation. It's a beautiful section. Okay, so that's the point that prasada leshanugrihita evahi. So whole process is given to us, not only prasada lesha, but prasada besha. In Bengal is a besh. Abundance of mercy we have got, opportunity we have got to receive from Acharya and Prabhupada. So we just have to grab it and not lose it. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapuran ki jai, Gaura Premanande Hari. Hare Krishna.